Two pilots decided to chase a thrill at 30,000 feet. They flipped on autopilot without a second thought. In her rush, the female captain accidentally bumped the control stick. The plane started shaking violently. Dead ahead loomed a massive thunderstorm, with disaster imminent. The female captain frantically radioed the tower, begging her ace pilot husband to talk them through it, but he deliberately pulled off his headset, quietly waiting for his wife to die. He wasn't being heartless. In his previous life, his wife and best friend had broken protocol in the cockpit, nearly causing a catastrophic crash. To protect his wife, he'd illegally taken over ground control, managing to save hundreds of passengers. He thought his wife would be grateful after landing safely. Instead, she slapped him across the face, blaming him for giving wrong instructions, claiming he almost killed everyone on board. His best buddy was right there stirring the pot, riling up the passengers until they'd beat him bloody. He was sentenced to life in prison for unauthorized intervention and assault. But his wife and best friend weren't done with him. They revealed the whole truth. He'd been nothing but their fall guy all along. The betrayal killed him, literally, from a stress-induced heart attack. Maybe God heard his dying wish, because he woke up reborn at the exact moment of his wife's takeoff. Given the second chance at life, he'd make sure those who framed him paid dearly. He calmly sat at his station, put on his headset and waited for his wife's voice. Soon enough, her pre-flight check came through loud and clear. What she didn't know was this would be her final flight. Just like in his past life, the two of them wanted to spice things up. They switched on autopilot. While they were getting cozy, the woman accidentally touched the control lever, forcing the autopilot to disengage. The plane started stalling out. The man stared hard at the plane's departure path. His co-worker thought he was worried about his wife, had no idea he was watching for his evil wife's plane to crash and burn. Suddenly alarms started blaring. The weather center had just issued a severe thunderstorm warning. The out-of-control plane was heading straight into the storm. Watching the plane losing stability, the woman was freaking out. Passengers were starting to panic. Her lover started grilling her about what she'd touched. The pissed-off woman told him to shut the hell up. The lover said she better call her husband, said only he could save them now. The woman immediately tried reaching the tower, but the man casually took off his headset, ignoring his wife's desperate calls. Unable to reach her husband, the woman looked utterly hopeless. Her lover beside her was shaking like a leaf. As the plane was about to crash, the secretary rushed to find the airline's CEO. The CEO immediately headed to the control tower, but the tower had lost contact with the plane. Just when everyone was panicking, the plane finally radioed and requesting an emergency landing. The CEO quickly ordered everyone to initiate emergency protocols, told them to get fire and rescue on standby. A colleague urged the man to guide his wife's landing. The CEO said the man was their expert and wanted him to take full command, but the man shook his head, said he couldn't direct this one. The colleague insisted only he had experience guiding planes through thunderstorms, but the man said the storm wasn't what caused the emergency. Someone had broken protocol. The CEO was shocked. The secretary immediately pulled up the flight monitoring records, found the plane had suddenly climbed 20 minutes ago, throwing it off balance. The colleague was stunned. There was no storm at that time.